Deebo Samuel, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the 49ers and the Cards. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on. A red zone situation forthcoming as this defense will need to step up here. 1st and 10, ball at the 19. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. Murray with a nice move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. On play action, it's Murray. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
For the field goal, a 27-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Taken at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
There weren't many bigger stories last season than Purdy, who's officially the most famous Mr. Irrelevant of all time. Won each of his first 5 starts and almost guided his team to a Super Bowl. He's really forced the team to reevaluate its plans at quarterback because he looks like the real deal.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An audible here to get a new look. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Murray now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Prater's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Purdy. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Charlie Werner, the tight end, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. Purdy sets up to throw again. for his hands defensively. That's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
So the awareness of knowing where the first down marker is not just for the offense. I mean, his defense has to understand that, too, and they gave up a huge one there.
Oh, yeah, this is one of those situations defensively. You're just counting on getting the football back.
No doubt about it. You've already projected yourself to the bench and with a little bit of smile on your face for having stopped them, and now you've got to regroup and play again.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Moody good with the extra point.
And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Cardinals 6.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
On second down, Elliott once more.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Throwing on first down is Murray. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Shotgun now from Murray. Got him in. It's Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. The Cards stringing together a couple of good pickups. It's another first down on that play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
To throw, it's Murray.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete.
4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. 4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Purdy. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Some might say that he's got to look that in and absorb the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to, and he was unable to on that attempt.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. He's past the 30, and he is finally going to be taken down. Boy, that could have been a really late swing here, but the attempt to return the field goal snuffed out, and that'll do it for this first half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And quickly they get to the line. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Play action, now Purdy. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home with a sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Here's Purdy. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Murray's throw there, complete to Hamlin. Touchdown, Cardinals! K.J. Hamlin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all polished off on the touchdown reception by K.J. Hamlin. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down throw for Purdy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, Davis Price. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ty Davis Price with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
Murray going to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Purdy bootlegging it.
Rolling to his right.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's a give to Davis Price. He'll take this to the 46.
And they're going to speed things up here.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Purdy.
Forced out to his left.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
Here's Davis Price.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Ty Davis Price
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Niners have taken a fourth quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 5.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Murray. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Murray now. He's going deep for Brown. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Davis Price with it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ty Davis Price. 28 yards. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a two-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. In motion is Dortch. They start with a give to Connor. And he stopped immediately there. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's Murray. That is caught. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now Murray again. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Purdy off the play fake. Out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Davis Price is in. Touchdown, 49ers. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. First down, Murray. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. Third down here.
Eli Apple on the coverage.
They go play action here. Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Purdy on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. On second down, here's Murray. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Connor. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. K.J. Hamler with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, it's Davis Price. And this time he is in. Ty Davis Price taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
41, Cardinals 23. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all.